Hello there, it's the midweek edition, and of course you're watching sports this morning on your award-winning station, Channels Television. Great to have you join us. I'm yours truly, Ayotunde Balogun.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Cecilia Omolbe.
Good morning, glad to join us on the show. I'm Tayo Salan.
Well, it promises to be an exciting package on the show, so please stay with us while we move along. So much to talk about, and definitely we'll start off with the first thing on our menu. Yes, it's all about football. Coach Samson Siasia finally unveils the squad list of the Under-23 Eagles as the likes of Victor Osimhen, Taiwo Awoniyi and Azubike Okechukwu make the cut for Senegal 2015. It's all about qualification for Rio 2016, so we expect big things to happen.
Okay, still talking football. Well, the Gunners completed the first part of their Champions League survival plan. Can they continue with that next week? We'll find out on the program if they can actually get into the last 16.
Still on the show, the Golden State Warriors have made the best start to an NBA season by beating the Los Angeles Lakers 111-77 for their 16th straight win. These guys look unstoppable at the moment right now. Defending champions, Steph Curry playing out of control, Klay Thompson, and they've got a very solid bench as well. So it's going to be very hard for any team to actually stop the Golden State Warriors this season.
Okay, our Golden State Warriors were not the only ones making history. Kobe Bryant also made history, but on the wrong side. We'll come to that much later.
Don't let us talk about that.
One shot of 14? Okay,
that was just
all right.
4 points. Kobe Bryant. That's now you want to see a legend go out of the game. He's had a lot of injury issues, and it was really surprising for me that he actually continued.
Keep that on the wrap, right?
Okay, yeah, we'll come back to that later.
Okay, starting with the Siasia squad and all that. You know, at first when the news broke out early hours of yesterday morning, it was none of the under-20 the Golden Eaglet squad made the list. Yeah. But NFF published another one. You know, towards evening, and of course they have Victor Osimhen, and everyone was actually jubilating that he actually, you know, deserves a spot in the team, even if he don't get to start. But at least it's somewhere, because when you have a player who just finished as the highest goal scorer in a tournament, scoring in every game of that particular tournament and getting a record of 10 goals, I think he definitely deserves a place in that.
Sure, I totally agree with you, Cecilia. And let's start testing some of these young players, you know, at the big stage. Yes, it's under 23, but it's almost like the national team, because after the under 23, so let's test them. Let's see how good they are. Can they really handle pressure on the bigger stage? So I'm delighted that he has that opportunity.
Yeah, sports on AY, and like I said, it's a massive step up from under 17 to under 23 football. So
talking about rising so fast.
Yeah, yes. But for me, just looking at the lad, it looks to me like he's ready. Physically, he looks ready to play at a higher level.
Yes,
and he's got the opportunity now. He's got to take it. We remember Taiwo Awoniyi was in a similar situation just a couple of years ago, and it took his chance, and right now is a regular member of the under-23 side. They've got a lot to play for the Olympics. They've got to qualify for it. Only 3 sides will qualify to represent Africa, you know, at Rio 2016. So good luck to the lads. They will need a lot of it.
Okay, they don't have to win the championship. What they need to do, just, you know, get to a 3rd place at least. You get a spot there.
But surely that has to be the target.
That has to be the target.
Qualify for the Olympics, and any other thing apart from that is going to be an addition. Bonus, you know? So yeah, that's the target for me.
Okay. Now from that Samson says, you know, yesterday we were talking about the fact that the press conference, Tyson Fury and Vladimir Klitschko were actually waiting for that. I mean, Klitschko is already saying that, look, Fury, he's nervous, you know, ahead of the game and all that. Fury was like, I've been waiting for this fight all my life, and finally it's here.
Talking about nervousness, yes. But I mean, if Klitschko says he's nervous, then I begin to wonder. I mean, he's a top-rated fighter. I mean, he goes into the ring,
a champion,
unbeaten. So how can you be nervous again?
Yeah, but it happens. You go into a fight, you don't know what you're going to meet. It's just, I think it's just natural for you to be a little bit nervous. It's how you actually deal with that nervousness, and that will matter at the end of the day. But then, your friend Fury sounds really confident. You know, sounds really confident, and it's going to take me back to a very popular quote that says, every fighter has got a plan until he gets punched punched in the face.
Okay.
So
let's see who's going to get punched in the face.
we'll see how that pans out against Fury versus Klitschko on Saturday.
Yeah, right. November 28th. I just can't wait for that. His 24-game unbeaten run. See if it's going to come to an end. Talking about Tyson Fury, 27 years old, and of course he's way younger, and he feels that with his kind of youth, he should be able to punch Klitschko. We'll just see how that's going to pan out.
I get that part, Cecilia. The biological clock is ticking for Klitschko right now. He's almost 40 years old. But he's still a great fighter. He's taking care of himself very well, solid professional. So I don't think the age will really matter in this particular fight. It's going to be all about the quality.
Quality. Yeah. All right. Badminton comes into focus right about now. And of course, it's all about the national under 15 and under 19 championship regarding the sport of badminton. So much to talk about on that one. And of course, we have our guest who's already standing by. He joins us from our Abuja studios talking about Gabriel Bayon, the chairman, FCT chairman of the Badminton Association, FCT Badminton Association chairman right about now, who joins us. Thank you so much for being a part of sports this morning.
Thank you very much.
All right, tell us, what's it all about, the National Under 15 Badminton Tournament or Championship taking place there in Abuja?
Thank you very much. Actually, the National Under 15 and Under 19 Championship in badminton is organized by the FCT Badminton Association. It's primarily meant to expose our players, our FCT players, to national tournaments. It is expected to also harness some of the talents we are expecting from the youth, and it's also expected to expose our youth to the game of badminton nationally. These are the main objectives of this tournament. It's holding in Abuja at the Mambila Barracks Officers' Mess between 25th to 28th of this month, 8 o'clock to 8 p.m.
8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yes.
Okay. That's a good one. Hopefully we get to have more talent, coming out from that tournament. Now, my question is, at the last All-Africa Games and all that, we didn't really have a kind of a championship, so to speak, where trials, where you get to select athletes that will participate. And some of the junior athletes who were at the Lagos Classics, where people felt that would be the place where some athletes will be selected. We're not really happy about that. Now, if you're having on the 15, on the 19 championship, and you're not bringing them into major championship, what's the future for these athletes?
Thank you very much. Actually, that is the main purpose of this kind of tournaments. Badminton needs a lot of tournaments. We need to replace those old athletes, those old badminton players. There is need to replace them. And you can only get a forum to replace them through this kind of championships. It is very, very important. Our organizations have not been too forthcoming in tournaments. That is why the FCT Badminton Association took up this challenge to organize this kind of tournament. I agree with you, we have not been doing very well in badminton recently, especially in North African Games. We have been doing very well for quite some time, 5 years ago. But from 5 years up, we have not been doing well because of this kind of lack of tournament, lack of organization, the general organization of tournaments in badminton.
Okay. What's the guarantee that athletes discovered from here will have a chance to actually represent Nigeria in major championships?
Yeah, this is a FCT Badminton initiative. That question actually is for the Badminton Federation of Nigeria. We have actually organized this tournament in conjunction with the Badminton Federation of Nigeria. So actually, when these talents, they are going to be part of the show, they will watch the athletes, and at the end of the tournament, they are expected to bring up the athletes, train them properly to present them for this international tournaments. That is the expectation of this kind of tournaments.
And how many athletes are we looking at that are participating in this event?
We should be having about over 250 players. Over 25 states had their entries as of last week. As of yesterday, we are still getting new entries, like from Anambra State and from other states. So we're expecting over 250 players to participate in this tournament.
Any incentives for those participating, accommodations, money and all that?
Really, basically, we are provided accommodation. And, this is a youth tournament. We cannot start exposing them to money gifts. There are a lot of gifts in terms of rackets, in terms of other prizes that were presented by some of our supporters, like Pepsi, like NAFDAC, and so many other ones.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess it's a good thing that the championship, definitely, that's the Abuja Badminton Association is coming up with this initiative. We can only hope that it will get, it will be sustained. But really, you're talking about the under 15 and under 19. How about those in the younger age bracket for the kids? Because we're talking about the grassroots now. What are the plans for the sport? Talking about organizing other meets like this.
Actually, as I earlier said, this is an initiative of FCT Badminton. We have the Badminton Federation of Nigeria to organize tournaments nationally. And this is just our little contribution to the game of badminton in Nigeria. So that question actually is for the BFN. All
right. Okay. We certainly hope that we'll get to see the talent, fresh talent that is as it concerns to badminton. Thank you so much, Gabriel Brown, for spending time with us on the show today. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
All right, so much has been said.
Yeah, definitely, and hopefully it will not just be a usual tournament and that's the end of it. And of course, we'll get to see progression from these athletes and all that. We've seen it in table tennis and some other sports. And if it gets to badminton, it's going to be a plus. Yeah,
definitely, Cecilia, and hopefully as well to the talents that are discovered in this particular tournament, they get the necessary exposure, perhaps there might be some of them that can actually go on and have, professional careers. It's talked about replacing the old, in quotes, badminton players, and so this is how you do it, by discovering and actually developing the ones that come through at the moment. So hopefully we have a good tournament and we get to discover great badminton players.
Yeah, we just can't wait for that to happen.
We just can't wait.
Okay, now next segment of the show, of course, will be talking about Federation Cup. The trophy is definitely right.